Yeah.
Are you ready?
All right, then in 5,
4,
3,
2, 1.
1. Right.
Oh, and the clock answered.
Yeah. We're
we
ready.
go.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Mark Allen Lovewell. I'm a folk singer from the island of Martha's Vineyard, and seated right next to me is the wonderful, the precious, the lovely Molly Knoll.
Oh. You're wonderful. You're precious. You're lovely.
We are so glad you could join with us tonight.
Yeah.
We're so glad to have you here.
Uh-huh.
We think we got a pretty good show for you tonight, too.
Yeah, we got some visitors already here. Yay. Thank you guys for coming. Jeannie's here. We got Carol and John are here, and whoever all is here that we don't even know about. Thanks for coming and joining us. Boy, is it hot.
Is it hot or what? So, we want to start the evening show. Out of my... I forgot. I should have done something about this, but we want to celebrate a birthday. This concertina that I'm waving at you right now is 170 years old.
170. It was born during the Civil War.
It was born in March 1854.
Isn't that amazing?
Anyway, I forgot to mention it.
It
Going
looks
back to
really
March.
young. It's in
But I
great
did the
shape.
math. I finally did the math, and anyway.
It looks really good. I think we got to celebrate with a little tune featuring it, right? I think we should.
Hurrah, me lads, get underway. Right welcome comes the morning. Up on deck, all hands obey. We're homeward bound this morning. You Tom and Dick and Joe and Jack stand by to get your anchor. Here, boy, lay up to the mizzen gaff and loose away the anchor. Let's walk around, we're homeward bound. Each moment brings us nearer. So heave and haul, my hearties all, for friends and home this year. You Tom and Dick and Joe and Jack stand by to get your anchor. Here, boy, lay up to the mizzen gaff and loose away the anchor. So heave and haul, my souls, and the breeze is gently blowing.
Something like that.
And while the morn is tinged with red, we're off with sheets of flowing. You Tom,
You Tom and Dick and Joe.
again. So heave and all my
No,
soul.
no, heave my
Breeze
soul.
is gently blowing, and while the morn is tinged with red, we're off for sheets of flowing. You Tom and Dick and Joe and Jack stand by to get your anchor. Here, boy, lay up to the missing gaff and loose away the stinker. So homeward
A
bound.
magic word.
Oh, so homeward bound.
A magic word. How sweet the heart's emotion. So memory strikes a magic chord afar upon the ocean. You Tom, Dick, and Joe and Jack stand by to get your anchor. Here, boy, lay up to the missing gaff and loose away the stinker.
You want to do a musical?
Yeah.
So homeward bound, a magic word, how sweet the heart's emotion. So memory strikes a magic chord afar upon the ocean. You Tom and Dick and Joe and Jack stand by to get your anchor. Here, boy, lay after the missing gaff and loose away
Lost. The
I think the way Molly sings, and you, I think, will agree with me. Please comment. No matter what direction I go with a tune, she can recover it. She can bring it back to center.
It almost went
Please,
overboard.
please,
but we
would
had
you
fun
comment
catching
on that, please? Would you agree?
it. Hey.
Let her know that no matter which way Mark goes with a tune, she can do recovery.
We got a lot of friends here. We got Joanne's joined us. Susan McCleary has joined us. Ahoy there. We spy you too, Susan. I love it. I love it. Yes, you're right, Carol. We totally wore matching shirts. Totally unplanned. But it worked out,
Isn't
right?
this a great instrument? I know you're so all familiar with the other concertina I do, and you're familiar with the baritone, but this is the sweetest sounding instrument of them all.
You should play that one more often.
I really
It
should.
deserves more time.
And can I tell a story about this?
Yes, please.
So you all hear me play the other one, and when at some point in my life I was doing really well economically, doing concerts on cruise ships. So I said I'm gonna get a backup one. Get a backup just in case the other one goes, trouble. So I found one on the internet, and I called them up in England, Birmingham, England. There's a music store called the Hobgoblin.
I
They
love
have a
the
whole
name.
bunch of stores, Hobgoblin Music Store. And they sent me one,
That's so cool.
and when it got here, this is it. It was unhappy. It had suffered on the trip. Or it was also, and when you buy a musical instrument, it doesn't always come the way your expectation is. But I have found these folks in Western Massachusetts who took it. I did some work on it, and they did some work on it. And this 170-year-old instrument
It's amazing.
is so sweet.
It is sweet.
It's a sweet sounding instrument.
Can you all hear the difference? There's just a slight difference in the tone of this one compared to the one that
I
you
think the
usually
folks
play
who are
every
in a
week.
live concert would notice a difference more than those on the radio.
It's
on
very
our show.
subtle, but it's very sweet.
It's
This one.
just such a sweet instrument.
Yeah.
Anyhow, happy birthday! Happy birthday!
Yay! Happy birthday! Now, speaking of that long ago, there's actually been a lot going on here this week that has had to do with that time period. And in fact, this past weekend, there were several of these events on the island, and they were the reading in honor of 4th of July, another perspective on the 4th of July, reading of Frederick Douglass's famous speech, "What to the Slave is the 4th of July," which he
Now,
wrote.
Frederick Douglass was an amazing orator.
Yeah.
He was an amazing orator.
Really
and the
smart
day
man.
before microphones and the day before, amplification, and he would speak, and people would be just amazed at how wonderful, how articulate, how moving, how compelling he was.
And a very smart man. And he did this speech. I'm going to read a couple of excerpts from it, not the whole thing, but just a few little excerpts from it. That was written 2 years before your concertina was born, 1852. This
And
was
the
written.
thought was, what's the value of 4th of July?
What to the slave is the
If
4th
you're a
of
slave,
July.
if you're
Yeah. So he kind of hits it on the head this year. He wrote it on July 5th of 1852. He was asked to deliver this speech. So, like I say, these are excerpts of it. But it starts out, "Fellow citizens, I am not wanting in respect for the fathers of this republic. The signers of the Declaration were brave men. They were great men, too, great enough to give frame to a great age. It does not often happen to a nation to raise at one time such a number of truly great men. The point from which I am compelled to view them is not certainly the most favorable, and yet I cannot contemplate their great deeds with less than admiration. They were statesmen, patriots, and heroes, and for the good they did and the principles they contended for, I will unite with you to honor their memory." Then he goes on to say, "Fellow citizens, pardon me. Allow me to ask, why am I called upon to speak here today? What have I, or those I represent, to do with your national independence? Are the great principles of political freedom and of natural justice embodied in that Declaration of Independence extended to us? I say it with a sad sense of disparity between us. I am not included within the pale of glorious anniversary. Your high independence only reveals the immeasurable distance between us." And then he finishes by saying, "This 4th of July is yours, not mine. You may rejoice. I must mourn." So, just what a powerful testimony there, right?
and it's worth looking up. Google his speech and read it. In 2 different places on Martha's Vineyard this past weekend, people gathered together to recite his speech,
And they would take turns.
and they came by the hundreds
Yeah.
to listen to the speech being read. And for many of us, and I'm collectively we treasure his speech, because and I know, and we don't even have to go down that road too far to know that we've got concerns about freedom and the meaning of freedom and the meaning of of what 4th of July is. And it's such an important holiday, such an important part of defining who we are as American citizens. So anyway, and that's
And like with most things in history, there are always certain different perspectives you can look at things, and you can celebrate. And he was celebrating certain parts, and then saying, we still got work to do in other parts.
and I noticed there are people commenting. There
Yeah.
are people
Yeah.
adding their favor
Exactly.
to
Thank
this
you.
speech on. Thank you. We welcome your involvement in tonight's show.
And this next song is a song that has been used in the celebration of these words because it's a song carrying people to freedom. And how were they going to get there? What did they have to do? I love the symbolism of this. They had to follow the drinking gourd. Now, if you just take that literally, you'll be like, are there people along the side of the road like with water I should be following? No. What's the drinking gourd, Mr.
It's
Astronomer?
the Big Dipper in the northern sky.
Isn't that cool?
Those in the south were trying to follow their way to freedom would go north, and the secret to getting north is follow the Big Dipper, follow the North Star. That'll take you north to safety.
And its other name was the drinking gourd. You can see how it looks like something you would drink out of. That's right. So we're going to sing that now. It's
But
a
you're
great
going to
song.
set up some rhythm for me.
Oh yeah, that's right. All right, here we go. We'll get some footsteps.
All right?
Follow the drinking gourd. Follow the drinking gourd. For the old man's waiting for to carry you to freedom. Follow the drinking gourd. When the sun comes back and the first quail calls, follow the drinking gourd. For the old man's waiting for to carry you to freedom. Follow the drinking gourd. Follow the drinking gourd. Follow the drinking gourd. For the old man's waiting for to carry you to freedom. Follow the drinking gourd. The river bank makes a mighty good road. The dead trees will show you the way.
Left foot, peg foot, traveling on.
Follow the drinking gourd.
Follow the drinking gourd. Follow the drinking gourd. For the old man's waiting for to carry you to freedom. Follow the drinking gourd.
The river ends between two hills. Follow the drinking gourd.
There's another river on the other side. Follow the
drinking gourd.
follow
The drinking gourd.
follow the drinking gourd. For the old man's waiting for to carry you to freedom. Follow the drinking gourd.
When the great big river meets the little river, follow the drinking gourd. For the old man's waiting for to carry you to freedom. Follow the drinking gourd.
Follow the drinking gourd. Follow the drinking gourd. For the old man's waiting for to carry you to freedom. Follow the drinking gourd. Follow.
Yeah,
That's a powerful tune.
that's a powerful tune. I know we sing a lot of traveling songs, but usually we're traveling by boat on this show, right? So that's kind of a neat one that just has a definite walking pace to it, right? So thank you for listening to that one with us.
What'd you folks think?
Oh, I think we got some nice comments.
some
there.
comments? We got-
Yeah. Joanne says, "What an incredible song! Thank you." Yeah, I
And it's
agree.
so cool because it refers to the Big Dipper. That was this amazing story
Yeah.
that we've
So
heard.
good, so good.
So,
What
I
you
think
got
we'll-
for us now?
I think it's time for us to do a little poetry.
Yay! We love when we have some poetry.
I mean, we all know the Star Spangled Banner. Last week we sang, Anyhow, the good news is that poetry is an important part of who we are,
That's right.
and poetry I hope it's important to you. And I hope you have a quiet moment this week and the weeks ahead, days ahead, take a little time out and sit in a nice rocking chair or sit by the water and pull out an old tired book that you've been kicking around your house for years. It has poetry in it, and you sit down and you just read it. And
Yeah.
that's what Molly and I kind of do. We do it. We do all kinds of stuff, but we also write it. And we also
That's
write
right.
it.
Now tell them a story about how you wrote this one. You just wrote it today. It's amazing. It's amazing.
John Masefield, and you all love John Masefield. You can't follow Molly and Mark without loving John Masefield. He is a wonderful English poet.
I'll drink to that.
Oh yeah, we're gonna drink.
We gotta hydrate.
It's
Boy, is
it's
it
hot
hot.
here. I want to talk about heat.
We'll drink to him. We'll
We're
drink
gonna
to
digress
anything.
a little bit for a moment.
We
Here's
love our
to
ginger
you.
beer.
Here's to our supporters, our friends, and all.
We love you. Hope you guys are staying well hydrated where you are too.
We love John Masefield, and he wrote poems in the 19th century.
And we've read some of those here.
And we read them.
Mhm.
And you all know the poem Sea Fever, S-E-A, Fever, F-E-V-E-R. And if you don't know it, look it up. It'll make you feel warm inside thinking about the waterfront. And John Masefield is known for that poem, but he wrote a lot of poetry about the ocean, about the sea, and he wrote all kinds of stories, and just a great guy.
So
And
why aren't we reading
so
him
Molly and I are
tonight?
sitting around here this afternoon thinking, well, we ought to read something. We want to read a poem tonight because we got an important audience here.
That's right. That's you.
And so I dove into some John Masefield and I found a little piece of a poem.
And you fired him.
And it inspired me, but the rest of the poem, anyhow, we love John Masefield, but he's a 19th century poet.
He wasn't around to stick up for himself, so you fired him, and you got a better one. Let's hear
So
it.
we got a different poem. I wrote a poem that's sort of inspired from sitting and reading some
There
of
you go.
John Masefield's less favorite poem. So it's like a backhanded insult. You read the poetry of somebody.
But you were inspired. Let's put
say
a positive
we're playing
spin
a
on
positive
it.
spin
A
to
positive
it.
spin. You were inspired to do something.
And
in
I'm
a
sure you
similar
all
vein.
are the same way. You see something out there and
That's right.
somebody cooks up a dinner and you have it and you go home the next night and you say, I'm going to make something better. I don't know. Yeah. Anyhow, this is called Sailors and Their Ships. In the bravest act of life, they put themselves against the high seas. The days are long and the nights are longer, when the seas rage under a strong, blowing wind. These men of ships are on crafts so tiny. The seas fill their hearts with waves of stories and obscure, foggy tales, and some are retold. These seas connect us to every continent, to every harbor, to every fjord and stream. The smallest brook in the mountain connects us to that vast ocean. The largest ships are but a gnat in this vast expanse. Say hello to that sailor. Say hello to his duty, to his work. Those sailors work the ships that connect us to distant harbors. Wave at him as he departs the harbor, as the sun sets.
Aw, I love that. I love that.
Anyway, we love sailors.
Well,
we think sailors.
what a tribute to the journeys, the huge journeys that they take, and how hard they work. I mean, that is a poem that honors that, and that's a good
And they
thing.
leave their family for months at a time, and if you
Yeah.
connect all those months together and put them end to end, they leave their families for years to do what they do. And of course, there's no less love for their family, no less love for their children and their wives and whatever as anywhere else. We just hear
Just like the boat said.
just hear the ferry boat, yeah. They love their families, and no less than you and I love our families. However, but they're out at sea for such a long, long time.
Oh, Lorraine is here. Hi, Lorraine. Oh, it's great to have you
Who's here?
And Dawn and Eric are here. Oh,
Oh my God, Don and Eric! Oh my God, we missed you.
they're weighing in. They said, I've noticed Molly saving a tune or two over the years.
She does.
We're just having fun.
Molly keeps my keel in the water.
That's right.
I know Eric would agree to that, and Don too. Anyway.
Well, here's a song about being far away on a ship. Oh yeah, this is a
Oh
good
my
one.
God, here
Oh,
we
you
go.
might sing along this one. You might know this one. You've been watching TikTok.
There once was a ship that put to sea. The name of the ship was the Billy O.T. The winds blew up, her bow dipped down. Oh, blow my bullet will blow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. She'd not been 2 weeks from shore when down on her a right whale bore. The captain called hands and he swore he'd take that whale and tow. Soon may the whaleman come, bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Before the boat had hit the water, the whale's tail came up and caught her. All hands to the side, harpooned and fought her when she dived down low. Soon may the wellerman come, bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. No line was cut, no whale was free. The captain's mind was not on greed. He belonged to the whaleman's creed. She took that ship in tow. Soon may the whaleman come, bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Where am I?
Here we are.
For 40 days or even more, the line went slack, then tight once more. All boats were lost, there were only 4, but still that whale did go. Hey! Soon may the wellerman come, bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. As far as I've heard, the fight's still on. The line's not cut, and the whale's not gone. The wellerman makes his regular calls and hers the captain, crew, and all. Hey! Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. One more time. take
our leave and go.
We'll take our leave and go.
Yeah.
You saved that one too.
Oh, I don't know.
Please
about
comment.
That. I don't know about that.
We want some feedback on this show. It's too hot outside for us to do the show by
Oh
ourselves.
my goodness, it is so hot in here. It's probably 90 degrees now. We got the lights on, and there's nothing blowing of any kind of breeze. So we're just sitting in the muggy. But we're gonna still have fun. Hey, it's a good thing we're doing this next song, which is slows down the pace a bit, because then we can get our heart rates down.
Right. This is with a 170-year-old.
Oh
entertainer.
yeah, it has to come out for another tune. That's right. It's time for it. All right. Here we
I
go.
don't know if I can.
That's it. That's the one. That's the one. So this tune is called Farewell to Whiskey.
Farewell to Whiskey.
Farewell to Whiskey.
And whoever wrote this song was sober.
They were, because there was no whiskey.
That's
There
right.
were nothing.
That's right.
It was a bad year for the whiskey crop.
My feeling about whiskey songs is that they have to be sober to be learned.
That's right.
Because
So we're
after
we're
I
not
play
drinking
this in the
anything
next few
besides ginger beer around
after I
here.
play this in the next few minutes, you're going to wonder whether I'm sober.
This is such a sweet song. Though.
This
It's
is a sweet song.
really, really sweet.
You could dedicate
It's like
this to a lovely
lament.
lady, but just don't mention that it was originally written to whiskey.
That's right. It's like a beautiful lament. It is. 1, 2, 3.
version of that.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that tune. It's
There's some parts of that
so
tune
pretty.
you just nail it.
Aw, thank you, honey.
When she harmonizes with me, you know she's doing that, right? You're listening carefully. She's not following me. She's having
Just
too much
making
fun.
it up. Just having fun. That's what we're doing. That's what we do. That's right. Oh, I gotta get a bell for this one. Yeah.
That last tune that she did, Farewell to Whiskey, was written when the Scotland, when they had a major crash.
A bad crop, right?
Yeah, the barley
Gone.
gone for the whole year, so they couldn't make any whiskey.
So they had to write a sad song about that.
It caused economic crash in the whole
Yeah.
whole area of that country. And so that song arose out of that as a farewell to whiskey.
And when the barley came back, then they wrote Whiskey for Breakfast. That's another song we do. We'll have to do that one next week.
Some of the best music there is on a concertina and violin is songs about whiskey.
That's
But
right.
don't misunderstand the fact you gotta be sober when you're trying to do them.
That's right. Absolutely. That's right.
Aft on the poop deck, walking all about, there is a second mate so steady and so stout. What he is thinking of, he doesn't know himself, but he's wishing that the second mate would strike. Strike the bell, second mate. Let us go below and look well to windward. You can see it's gonna blow. And look at the glass, you can see that it is fell. We're wishing that the second mate would what? Down on the main deck, working at the palms, there is the larboard watch longing for their bombs. Looking to windward, they see a great swell. Well, they're wishing that the second mate would what?
Strike the bell.
Strike the bell, second mate. Let us go below and look well to windward. We can see it's gonna blow. And look at the glass, you can see that it is fell. And we're wishing that the second belt would what?
Strike the bell.
Aft at the wheel, poor Anderson stands, clinging to the spokes with his cold mittened hands. Looking at the compass, so the course is clear as hell. Well, he's wishing that the second mate would what?
Strike the bell.
Strike the bell, second mate. Let us go below and look well to windward. You can see it's gonna blow. And look at the glass, you can see that it is fell. We're wishing that the second mate would what?
Strike the bell. Strike the bell.
Forward on the forecastle head, keeping sharp lookout. There is a Johnny, he's ready for a shout. Lights burning bright, CERN, everything is well. Well, he's wishing that the second mate would what?
Strike the bell.
Strike the bell, second mate. Let us go below and look well to windward. You can see it's gonna blow. And look at the glass, you can see that it is fell. We're wishing that the second mate would what?
Strike the bell.
One more verse. Aft on the quarter deck, our gallant captain stands, looking to windward. His glasses are in his hands. thinking more of shortening sail than what? Strike the bell, second mate, let us go below. Look well to windward, you can see it's on the blow. And look at the glass, you can see that it is fell. We're wishing that the second mate would what?
Strike the bell.
Wishing that the second mate would what?
Strike the bell.
Wishing that the second mate would strike the bell. Okay, can I tell a story about this song?
Yes, please.
This is an amazing song. There's so much going on in this song that's nautical, that's fun.
Yeah.
So first of all, the most important thing is that striking a bell is an important part in the duties of the ship. And you mark the watches, the hours of the crew serves on the vessel before they get relieved by watches. And each watch is 4 hours long. And so in those days they didn't have Apple Watches.
Really?
Nobody had a watch. Only there was a ship's clock under the care of the second mate.
Second mate.
And that's how you did your navigation. You're marking them, but you also marked the hours of the day with the ringing of the bell. In other words, you couldn't necessarily look at a clock anywhere, so you depended on somebody to ring the bell so that you know what time it is.
Time to switch shifts.
And then also the time to ship or eat or whatever the thing is. So there was a key part of the story. So here you've got this story I just sang you about a crew waiting for the second mate to ring the bell,
But he's not.
so they can
doing it.
finish. They can finish their watch and go below deck
But the
because
captain
a
doesn't
storm
want
is
to.
coming.
That's right. The captain wants him on deck because the
The s-
storm's coming.
That's right.
That's right. And this is really a real ship's bell.
That's
it really
right.
is a real one.
That's right.
That's a great
You got
sound,
it at the
doesn't it?
Catboat annual meeting.
That's right. I sure did, and I love
This
it
is a lady went walking around and during the thing and she picked up a ship's bell.
because I was like, strike the bell. I don't have a bell. I need a bell.
And Eric and Don Peterson will appreciate that because they were big fans of the Catboat
They had a lot of cool stuff
annual
there.
meeting.
That's
They
right.
just retired from having organized and run the Catboat Association annual meeting event for years. So they're taking it easy. So somebody rang the bell and they stepped down. Anyhow, the good news is this song is so everybody's waiting for the second mate to ring the bell. And so the last verse refers to the captain. Aft on the quarterdeck, our gallant captain stands, looking to windward. He's looking towards the wind. His glasses are in his hand. That's his spyglasses. What he is thinking of, we all know very well. He's thinking more of shortening sail than strike the bell. That means that whole shift, they got to go aloft. They got to go aloft and shorten sail. And they were hoping they could get to bed and the next shift would come on.
They got screwed.
They got screwed. And the other thing that's so cool about the song is that the chorus is strike the bell, second mate, let us go below. That you got that part. Look well to windward. Look at the wind. You can see it's going to blow. Look at the glass. You know what the glass is. The glass is the barometer. The barometer. Look at the glass. You will see it has fell. The barometer falls down.
That means a storm's coming.
And we wish that you would hurry up and strike the bell. Isn't that a fun story? It's all wrapped up in that one song.
Yeah.
Everything. The whole
That's
thing.
a great story.
Even
It's a great
Molly's
one.
bell.
That's right. I got really excited when you sang about the cold mittened hands. I was kind of
Oh,
wishing
yeah,
I
listen
had
to
those
this.
right about now.
Aft at the wheel, poor Anderson stands. Visualize a man standing at the wheel, grasping at the spokes of the wheel with his cold mittened hands,
Poor guy.
looking at the compass. Oh, the course is clear as hell. He's wishing that the second mate would strike the bell.
Poor guy. It's so tough.
And then and forward on the forecastle head, keeping sharp lookout, there's Johnny standing, ready to shout. He's ready to shout. Lights burning bright, sir, and everything is well. Lights burning bright are on those ships in those days. They didn't have battery-run lights. They had lanterns, and so his job was to keep them burning bright.
And he was wishing he was going to be able to shout.
He wants to go to bed. He's done. He's
done.
finished.
He's done.
He's wishing that the second mate would strike the bell. There you are. That's enough for me. That's enough
That's a
for
good one. This is a good one. Thank
Oh my
you.
God, we got another tune we can
Do
do.
we have another tune? Yeah, we got time. We got to do it quick though. Maybe just a couple times through, cause yeah, we'll be good though. We'll get it. We love this one.
We'll do it twice. How about
Scully's Real. We love it. Yeah. That's the one.
This is the last tune of the concertina night, right? This is the last one
That's
this
right.
guy
We
performed.
got to celebrate his birthday.
His
or
birthday is today,
Birth year.
or this year. Anyway, 1,
Two.
2, 3.
2. Here we go. love that one. That's a fun one. Scully's Real. That's always a good one. Now, before we call it a night, oh yeah, we better have another sip of ginger beer just to keep well hydrated. But we got some thank yous.
We got things to talk to you about.
Mm-hmm.
We got a newsletter that's going out tonight.
Woohoo! That's
Going
right.
out tonight. The newsletter is going out tonight, right after the show.
So thank you to all of you who have subscribed. You're going to be getting something.
All of you. There are a whole bunch of people
That's
out
right.
there who are getting the newsletter. They're
Yeah.
getting it. You don't have to do anything.
That's right. So you'll find it.
You'll get it.
That's right.
But if you're not getting the newsletter, please email us.
And if you don't know our email, go to mollyandmark.com, and there you can click a button that is sign up for the newsletter. So it's easy peasy. We'll make it easy for you.
You can post it as a comment if you want, but I think as more privacy is a better idea.
Yeah.
Privacy is a better deal. You can messenger us, but you have to send it within the next hour
It's going out the door.
because we're sending it out the door, and we're pretty proud of it.
Yeah, it's good. It's fun.
And also, people who subscribe to it pay for it. They contribute to it.
Yes, we thank our sponsors. They're
We're
sponsors.
giving some extra stuff.
Yeah.
extra something.
That's right. There's an extra thing. That's right.
Because anyhow, I'm not
It's
want to
fun.
take away from your little
Oh no,
speech.
it's good. No, that's
People who support us, we try and treat you nice.
That's right. On Patreon and on Substack newsletter land. Yeah.
Our Patreon
Oh,
friends,
it counts a lot.
our
and thank
Substack
you.
friends, we welcome you. We
That's right.
thank you,
And we thank
and you help
all
us
of you.
keep us going.
Yeah, thanks for being here too. And we have also to thank the Martha's Vineyard TV, MVTV, and CCM out in the community television station out in Salem, Oregon. Oregon. Oh, I said it wrong. So thank you to those ways that you can find us. We've come across a lot of people when we're walking around town that say, "Oh, I just saw you on TV this morning." That's really sweet. It's very fun. So we also have podcasts. Thanks to, drumroll please, Brad Warren, who does the Fisher Poetry Archive and does podcasts for us, as well as a whole bunch of other wonderful resources from the Fisher Poet community. So check out those resources. You will be loving to hear some of that wonderful poetry and storytelling and songs. It's a great collection
Can
of
you
stuff.
imagine that we are watched? We have friends on both coasts.
And in between.
And it's a credit to you. It's a credit to our audience that the stories and songs that Molly and I share matter to you.
Yeah.
And
well,
we're grateful to that.
there's
We're grateful
coasts
to be
everywhere,
part
right?
of that nerve, part of that ebb and flow of people who care about their coastal communities.
And it was like you said in your poem about the ocean is touching all the coasts.
Connecting
It's
us all
connecting
together.
us all. I love that. I thought that was really fun.
Thank you, Molly.
Did I forget anything? I don't know if I think I'm
Well,
good.
I just
Well,
we can't say-
Spotify, our website, you can go mollymark.com, see any of our things that we have
Go
there.
to YouTube. We have all kinds of
And we
videos.
updated our performances. We've got one this Saturday coming up.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
We have a
so our
concert
schedule
here
is
on
there.
Martha's Vineyard.
Right, Saturday from 5 to 7 at the Black Dog Cafe.
Black Dog Cafe.
So you
five
can get dinner and come and
5
listen.
o'clock. Come on over.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Get yourself a dinner and have
5
a
to
good time.
7.
We'll sing for you.
Yeah, that's right. We'll invite you to sing too. You know us. We're gonna have a good time. Isn't that time already? Oh my goodness.
my
Oh,
God.
the last tune that we did, Michael, was Scully's Real. SCOLLAY''S. Scully's Real. Yeah. Michael West joining us. Thank you for asking that. We love to share that stuff. So yay. Oh, and this one is called Rolling Home. It's our favorite way to end the show. We don't like the ending part, but we do love this song so much. We'd love for you to sing it with us. Here we go.
Call all hands to man the capstan. See the cable running clear. Leave when the wind was or the women. We do stay rolling home. Rolling home across the sea. Rolling home to hear the wind. Rolling home, dear God, today. Fare thee well, dear Spanish maiden. It is time to get happy time we've spent together. Happy times we've spent with you. Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea. Rolling home one frosty morning, and the sails were full of snow. Tying those sheets and pulling those halyards. Let her off and let her go. Here we go. Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea. Rolling home, dear rolling home, dear God to me. One more verse.
One more.
Many thousand miles behind us, many thousand miles to go. The ocean lifts her waves from us to that bell. Remember shore. Last time. Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea. Rolling home to Martha's Vineyard. Rolling home, dear God to thee.
Yay.
Thank you, everyone.
Yay. Thank you for joining us. Y'all have a great week. Hope we see some of you on Saturday. That would be awesome. There's the clock. Bye.
Come all young sailormen, listen to me. I'll sing you a song of the fish in the sea. Blow, ye winds, westerly, westerly blow. We're bound to the southward, so steady she goes.